Hey there, in this video you are going to learn 8 ways to help reduce pre-period bloating. I'm going to give you a list of helpful foods, lifestyle tips, and teas to help you reduce pre-period bloating. And if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead, hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell to be notified every time I post a new video on Tuesday about menstrual cycle health and fitness. And this is one of my clients who, through taking this advice, says that she feels she lost a lot of weight. Now, you might not have weight to lose or even want to lose weight, but you want to get rid of bloating, which in turn you'll lose weight, just FYI. So if you want to know how to do all this, go ahead and keep watching. First things first, we have to understand why bloating happens. Bloating happens because of the rise in progesterone in our luteal phase right before our period. That rise in progesterone causes a gastric delay. Some people might experience this more than others. Some people might still have a bowel movement every day. Other people might notice a reduction in bowel movements or even no bowel movement at all, or a bowel movement that's hard to pass. And if this is happening prior to your period in that 2-week window of the luteal phase, 11 to 2 weeks, then you can just blame progesterone. Progesterone does a lot for us, but one of the things that doesn't feel good that it does for us is delay gastric transit. So that's why it's happening. Point number 1, hydration and fiber. Drink enough water and eat enough fiber. Drinking water, eating fiber, both of those things are going to add mass to your stool. Water is going to make the stool easier to pass, and it's just a non-negotiable. You got to eat water, you got to drink water, you got to eat fiber, and if you're not doing an adequate amount of both of those, of course, you're going to be bloated and you're not going to pass stool easily. Point number 2, getting enough high water fibers. Number 1 is prunes. So prunes, obviously, they're great. They're full of insoluble fiber, and they actually have properties in them that actually help us have more bowel movements. So prunes are great. Sweet potatoes are perfect for this phase of our cycle, but they also have a lot of water and fiber and other things that are great for the luteal phase. So sweet potatoes are in. Apples and pears are also your friends at this phase of your cycle. Apple a day, keep the doctor away. Throw the pear in there too. You're square, whatever that means. Anyway, leafy greens, add leafy greens to that list because that's roughage as well. So adding those things in at this phase of your cycle, you're good to go. Point number 3, fat consumptions. A lot of us eat a lot of fat, but maybe it's not the healthiest fat. So eating fat is like oil to our gears. When you get healthy fat, it's obviously a lot less destructive on your body. It supports your tissues. When you eat unhealthy fat, it actually causes more inflammation. So some healthy fats that you can eat are grass-fed butter, great for this phase of your cycle. Avocado, because that's high in fat in this phase and it's a plant-based fat, so it tends to be really healthy. Sesame seeds and sunflower seeds help harmonize your hormones and get estrogen out of the body. And finally, olive oil. Be very liberal with your olive oil, and even increasing your fat intake just by a little bit at this phase of your cycle can be very supportive because you are burning more calories at this phase of your cycle. So getting them back in is going to be great for stabilizing your blood sugar and keeping your mood levels at a peaceful medium. So if you've learned something so far, let me know by giving me a like in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and move on. Point number 4, deep breathing. Deep breathing actually stimulates our vagus nerve, and our vagus nerve runs from our brain to our gut. And when we do that, we also stimulate the rest and relax neurotransmitters, which need to be active in order for us to digest our food. And when we digest our food well, then we have stool ready to be excreted. Plus, deep breathing is really great for just a gentle massage on your belly. So this can be in your meditation time. You can set a timer for throughout the day where you just do deep breathing. All of those things are perfect for this phase of your cycle. Point number 5, movement. So getting movement in will help increase good bacteria in our gut. So this is low intensity movement that increases the good bacteria, but movement also helps stimulate a bowel movement because literally you're moving. And as you move, so do your internal organs as well, but in a good way. So if you want some guidance for movement to make sure you don't overdo it or don't do not enough, check out this luteal phase full body workout or this luteal phase cardio yoga flow. Both of these are a great intensity for this phase of your cycle. Point number 6, getting enough magnesium. So magnesium is essential for your bodily processes. And there are 2 different types of magnesiums that I want to share with you. So the first one is magnesium glycinate. So this tends to be great if we're under stress. Remember, magnesium is the first mineral in the body to be depleted from ourselves in times of stress. So if you got PMS, you need magnesium. So you can take a magnesium supplement, and I will link a magnesium glycinate and a magnesium citrate supplement in the description below, but also start with food first. So eat food that is high in magnesium. This includes foods like bananas, black bean, brown rice, broccoli, almonds, cashews, and Brazil nuts are all great sources of magnesium. And the second type of magnesium, which I already mentioned, is magnesium citrate. So if you're one of those people that really do have trouble using the bathroom at this phase of your cycle, taking magnesium citrate will help loosen the stool. And this isn't an everyday thing. This is really only when you need it. Next thing is a probiotic. So you can take a probiotic supplement, but like I said before, start with food first. Good sources of probiotics are kombucha, my favorite. You can make yours at home or buy yours. It's all the same. Sauerkraut or something like kimchi if you like that flavor. I love it. And you can also go with a sugar-free yogurt. Now your yogurt must be sugar-free because sugar creates different bacteria in the gut, which isn't so favorable for this phase of your cycle or for the purpose of having more regular bowel movements. But if you use a sugar-free yogurt, then you actually get all the benefits of yogurt without the detriment of sugar. And lastly, let me tell you about some teas. So the first tea I want to mention is fennel tea. And fennel tea is great because it actually relieves gas and bloating. I'll have a link to all the teas that I mentioned in the description below as well. Fennel tea also happens to be antimicrobial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory. A lot of antis there, but it's actually really great for you, especially if you haven't gone to the bathroom that day. Because what happens is that foods, proteins, sugars start to ferment in our gut. That leads to that bloated feeling. And if you aren't passing stool, then fennel tea can help relieve the gas, relieve the bloating, and get those nasty things that are fermenting out of your gut. Ginger tea is also a great option. It falls into the category of a carminative, which helps relieve gas and bloating. So if you are just gassy and bloating at this phase of your cycle, but you have had a bowel movement, then ginger tea will be great for you in this phase of your cycle. Finally, licorice tea is a great option because licorice is very soothing to the gut, which can be very beneficial in the premenstrual phase. It's also a demulcent, so that's how it soothes the gut. It just helps line it. So if you're having a lot of gastrointestinal distress, licorice tea will be great for you. And just a note, do not take licorice tea if you have blood pressure issues, are on blood pressure medication, or have swollen and tender breasts, because licorice tea will tank your potassium levels. So now that you have a good list of foods that will help support the reduction of bloating, I want to also invite you to download my free menstrual cycle PDF, which has a list of foods to help support you and your hormones at each phase of your cycle. And you can also use this as a grocery list. And in addition to that, this PDF also includes exercise recommendations at each phase of the cycle, along with links to specific exercise videos that really support you in each phase of your cycle. So if you'd like to access that free PDF, go ahead and download it using the link in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel using that red subscribe button button to get the latest and the best menstrual cycle health and fitness information on the interwebs. And if you want to keep the knowledge rolling right now, go ahead and watch this cycle syncing playlist next. I will see you next time. Bye.